Hey ladies, shout out from Toronto again. Suffragette sister here. You are here in Suffragette headquarters, Toronto. Although we are a complete democracy, there really is no headquarters, but this is where the banner is hidden. So, I just want to wish you all a great Women's International Day. Please, I hope that each of you will at least go to one or two ladies and give them, this is my little carrying case for my ribbons, all kinds of ribbons in there. And I've noticed that by stapling some of these and then just putting the pin on when you put it on the sister is a good way to use it. So there's the pin, and I'm really hoping that you will share the knowledge of suffragettes and Sharia with another sister on Women's International Day this Tuesday, March 8th. Okay, and raise awareness about Sharia, okay? What is Sharia? Sharia endorses pedophilia and the marriage of young girls. Sharia advocates for the abuse and rape of women, infidels, because we're basically nude because we don't have the whole headgear on, right? Sharia is a dangerous threat to women's rights and freedoms. I had these beautiful posters because I need them to be up in short order for about $5 each. So what is Sharia? Sharia is a legal code used under Islam that advocates, and if you were to go into a country where Sharia law is practiced, you would find that there would be death by stonings, most often a woman. They even dictate the size of the stone because they don't want a small stone. That won't hurt you enough. They don't want a big stone because that'll kill you immediately. No, it has to be a medium-sized stone that you can be pummeled and suffer and torture as much as possible. Okay. Beheadings. We've all seen this, all right? This is not a new thing. This has been going on since the Ottoman Empire. Okay, it's in the Quran, beheadings. So smite him at the neck. Acid attacks, if you're not wearing your burqa properly, or if a man fancies you and you deny him his wish of marriage for you, well, you're going to lose your face for life because he's either going to throw the acid on you, and there's been 500 of these in Europe now, in the UK, and men also that have been attacked like this. Very horrendous and very shameful for these poor women that this is how they have to go through life. And I'm just amazed because the strength of women and the strength of the sisterhood is such a powerful thing when you come together. A lady just said the other day, and so true, united we stand and divided we fall. And these poor girls that have had the acid thrown in their face, they're doing hairdressing, they're doing, they're in a beautician shop, and it's gorgeous. Their spirit is beautiful and pretty and vibrant, and they're pulling together because they're with other women that have suffered the same indignation. So together we rise, right? Genital mutilation. This is just I don't know. I hope men can really understand this in the sense of, let me put your penis on the table and get an axe, okay? Or maybe a dull blade, because this is so pitiful. There was a video that passed by my computer the other day. I couldn't even watch it. But I saw this young girl as it started, some of the videos to start to roll. And here comes this smiling girl, 10, 12 years old, looking up to the adults and the relatives around her. The video, I posted it because it is something that we have to be aware of to save harm our children from any of this practice, any of this barbaric savagery. and abuse and torture to young girls and women. And anyways, at the end of the video flipped, and then I see this sick-looking doctor, and her legs just spread open, and somebody holding. I just nightmares, nightmares, nightmares. I remember learning about that 30 years ago and thinking, what the blank? Spousal rape, because you're not allowed to refuse your husband, otherwise the angels will curse you all night. Floggings. There's a girl from Iran who speaks vividly about this, that this is not an unusual. This is something very atypical. And I think it's some kind of rubber hose. Somebody from Iran would be able to correct me. But it is a flogging. It is a beating. It is a whipping. Child marriages. Well, 9 years old. Our laws, you cannot get married until you are 18. And unfortunately, some of our young girls are falling into situations. But a 9-year-old girl, who wants a 9-year-old girl? This is pedophilism. This is unacceptable. So these honor killings, there's no honor in killing. It's murder. And it's a disgrace that you would kill your own flesh and blood. So these are common practices in Islamic countries. But this is what Sharia is. And so much more. Theft is punishable by amputation of the right hand. You can't criticize the Quran. You can't criticize Muhammad. You can't criticize yada, 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 yada. Okay? I'm not going to be terrorized. I'm not going to be intimidated. This is our country. We have our culture, which is inclusive of other faiths. Okay? We have Hindus. We have Baha'i. We have Namas. We have... Buddha, help me. Christians, of course, we have, I'm just thinking, with Christians, Catholicism, every different denomination under Christianity, but we all share, we all respect the law. This is our country. These are our laws. Sharia is a legal code that oppresses and abuses, namely women, okay, among other things. But it is a deadly threat. So, we educate on Sharia. There's a pamphlet there. And we educate on suffragettes, our beautiful suffragette sisters. People say to me, oh, wow, what a great idea. No, listen, these are the women. These ladies, of our grannies and our great-grannies, they knew, these were brilliant women. They played a major role in the abolishment of slavery. And as women, they could relate to the other women. They saw stories and they saw, the effects of slavery and the harshness, the harsh realities. So, the sash, the ribbons, okay? They had different types of ribbons. The hats, they're just gorgeous, and their dedication. I'm going to tell you seriously, no guts, no glory. Freedom is not free. Every generation is going to have to fight and strive for democracy in order to carry that torch forward. So it's so vitally important what we're doing and to revitalize the suffragette spirit. March is International Women's Month. Who would have thought we actually get a whole month? But nonetheless, we should get a whole year just for having children, right? But one lady said. But nonetheless, it doesn't end in March. It's going to be every month. It's going to be every day, in fact, that we have to raise awareness, because people don't know what the suffragettes were, and they don't remember... they don't know what Sharia is either. So it's up to... The media is not going to help us, all right? They're keeping us in the dark. And they're calling it Islamophobia. No, this is an Islamofact. Again, a takeoff from another woman. And thank you for all these marvelous quotes. Democracy is something cut and paste it. Just repost it. Share it, okay? I forget who quotes this and quotes that. Just get it out there. Send the waves. Send the waves. And when we start, you know, uniting in our colors, and I you know, I'll see another woman with her pin. Like, let's start somewhere, like we did with breast cancer awareness, and all these types of things, right? So then there's other things planned. I wanted to say, keep your I call it suffragette dust, all the clippings from your ribbons. We're gonna do a rally across Canada, I hope by the end of summer, and collect all those beautiful pieces of ladies' time and energy that they've put in to making these ribbons. And I'd like to see made a nice beautiful heart representing the love and the spirit that we have shared amongst each other as sisters. Okay? Love yous all, and fight the good fight. Thank you. Over and out.